Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Mad Capper and this is another video on Watcher of Realms. We're back home. We just got home and I want to jump on this wagon. There's going to be some links in the description down below. Actually, I'll probably put it in the pinned comment of videos. War Guides has done it. Fastidious has done it. Fastidious on his, you'll see a pinned comment that has the originator. Go see those videos, see them all. I just wanted to get my piece in here. I think this is something that will probably be corrected. I hope not, because this is really cool. But it is actually my very first time hitting a 1 key over 50k using NISALT. And NISALT as a very special champion, apparently. And that very special champion allowed damages like this. This is a Silas without a Lord, doing 120 million. This is a Lust doing 121. This is a 76. You see 67 from look at the damages going on, and of course NISALT doing 30 on his own, just saying, hey, how's it going? Absolutely cool. We did 51.71. Our best was actually 54, which was on a test run. But we're going to do the test again because I'm going to show you what's going on. I'm going to make this fairly short and sweet as best as I can. You can see this is the team in the setup. You see there's no Lord up here. We don't have room. That's fine. This is what we want to use. These are the teams we want to use. So we are going to use them quite. And frankly, if I had a platform nightmare that I felt could do the damage that he did, then I would use them. But this is the team we're going to use. You are using Tordor for the Lord skill. Because of that, the big thing here is the invigoration set. We're going to be using that invigoration set, but we're also going to give him some damage. If you see on the overside, we're not going to go into the specifics because it's not really important. He's just adding that little bit extra. The next hero, this is one of the important ones, of course. Let me show you her gear. We are putting her in a Soulbound Arcana because she is going to cycle through her ults fairly decently, and her total stats here for the boss are 12, 9, 12 on the attack, 1.5 attack interval. I wish I could get that better, but this is the gear I had to be able to, kind of move around. 341 attack speed. You see that 422 crit damage? That's what's doing the big boy damage for her. That's why she's leading the group, of course, especially considering my Silas not on the Lord team. Doesn't have a Lord with him, so he's losing about 30 million damage. She's definitely picking up the slack. We also have here. I can just get them from here. I'll show you my Silas, maybe. My Silas here, he's sitting at 13,674 attack, 363 crit damage, 399 attack speed. Obviously, and we have him in the Infernal Roar gear. This allows me to use him elsewhere, right? That's why we have him. He's a little more versatile, a little more well-rounded, rather than just full crit damage to the gills. We probably could have gotten a little more crit damage. I think we're using attack bonus because there's some really good numbers here, and does, like I said, makes him more well-rounded with that build. But I just gotta make sure I didn't break anything. I don't think I did. Next up, we have Valeria. Again, Valeria. We do use her in the arena a lot, so it's important that she's going to be good there. But this build should be pretty bangers in anywhere I use her. Attack 16,570, 1.5 attack interval, 346 attack speed, 396 crit damage. Of course, crit capped. No rage regen. Boo-hoo me. We got to keep farming. And we have her in the Ageless Wrath. She's a little bit slower on her ult, so getting this crit damage and stacking it is probably a better deal for her. Either that, I could have used her in a set like this as well, like an Infernal Roar, but this is the way we went. Next up on the list, honestly, those are the biggest deal. We're going to show you one more that's important. We didn't use Aracha. This Volca, really just an invigoration set, does not matter. This gear, I didn't change. It's nearly crit cap because we do throw her down every once in a while. Irrelevant, or largely irrelevant, just so you're aware. But we did have Demos, and Demos is kind of amazing. He's kind of fun. He's very slow on his ultimate, so we do have him in the Aegis Wrath rather than Soulbound Arcana. But he's dropping big boy damage, I'd say. He's doing pretty good. Let's take a look at his stats. Obviously, with an Epic, he's going to have slightly lower starting attack, so we did pump his attack a little bit more at the expense of some of that crit damage. Still managed to get 333.5 at 97.5. 432 attack speed for a 1.4 second attack interval. big deal. We have no rage regen, which is really, sidebar, what I want to work on for some of my gear sets is either getting flat attack or rage regen as that 4th miracle stat. I don't even know if that's possible, but where it is, we'd like to. NISALT here, we actually have him pretty decent, though his main focus isn't damage, but he's definitely going to do some. 13,865 in the attack, 1.3 attack interval with that blistering 515 attack speed. He's over crit cap, do not care. Crit damage 267, not the priority. I want to get him doing as much attacking as possible to get us those burns. We'll talk about why that's important and what's going on. Other than that, Dolores, we have her sitting at 12,172. We have Hollow sitting at 101 healing. Usually I have a little bit lower. That's kind of interesting. 15.6 on the attack, and the attack speed 371. I usually have her faster attack speed, lower healing effect for the boss, rage regen 40.5, but I guess I was probably balancing her out at some point. Laurel, absolutely just an invigoration set. That's the importance of her. Nothing else matters on her, and I believe that is the entire team, right? We did get through all of them. NISALT, Dolores, Demos. Yeah, so that's the team. So we're going to play test this. We're going to show you how I put together this team. Oh, that sucks. Okay, let's redo this. Sorry, I don't know if I'm going to keep that in. Depends on the length of the video, because like I said, we just want a quick video showing you my attempt at this. So okay, first put down an attacker. Now we're going to put down someone with an invig set, and then we're going to pause between. Now the next I'm going to put is NISALT. And then notice how Dolores hasn't moved yet because NISALT's still showing. When I unpause it, everything's going to shift to the right. So I'm actually going to put my cursor over Laurel, and as soon as I unpause, look who's there. It's actually Dolores. And now Dolores is out. That doesn't matter in this particular case. Next, we're going to put Demos up, and then we're going to put Volk up to give him the invig. Sorry, there. We're going to pop her off. So she actually, I paused it too slow, believe it or not. So now we're going to grab you. And we're just doing that same thing here. Boom. Lift. And then here. Right. Over there. And then finally there. Okay. This is the team we're going to use. NISALT's going to boost. And we'll talk about what we think is boosting the damage. We do know the debuff that's boosting it. It's this one right here. For some reason, which we are not 100% sure, that is causing increased damage. Now I'm going to pop everyone except for her. We'll even pop Dolores as soon as we can get. So you see she lost some heals. As soon as we get a heal on her, she can actually be popped right there, right there. We'll still get them on the back half of the Dolores buff, so that's good. Right, no big deal. And burn through that first one pretty nicely. So the timings I usually use is when he gets promoted, I want to see a certain level. We're gonna lift her. We're just about at. We don't really have to just yet, but when he gets to 50, that's when we want to get rid. But we're gonna get rid of it early anyway, so we can get some extra cheap damage out here. And then as soon as he goes, we're gonna pop. We're gonna pop. We're gonna pop. We're gonna pop. We're gonna pop it like it's hot. Pop, pop. Shout out community. Not this community, the show community. Although, shout out to this community as well for coming up with things like this. Bless the community. So, right now, Dragon's being promoted. We're at 11-8. That's not really a big ahead of the game. It's kind of on the second turn where things get absolutely interesting. So, now, we're on Infernal Roar. We're going to pop Hollow here. We can actually... Well, we got 7 seconds. So, what we're going to do... Okay, we're going to take him off in prep. We're going to put her up. And then we're going to pop this. We're going to pop this. We're going to remove her. We're going to pop this, this, this. And then we're going to put this down. And then as soon as she gets healed, we're going to pop Valeria. There. And that nice, beautiful meter impact gives Hollow a whole bunch of heals to do. which is going to rip us through this one just nice, beautifully quick. And we're at 25%. Or 20. I might as well pop that. We're going to hold Demos until we can pop everyone's. I am going to use Laurel here, even though the numbers aren't actually in my favor. So we're going to pull. I'm going to throw down. I can never remember where she is. We're going to do that. And we're just going to pop all these beauties. I probably should have popped some of them before I removed her from the field, but whatever. So on that second one, see we're at 24. Still feel like that's a little bit behind. We might not get 50 this time, to be honest with you. We'll do that for heals. Pop his. Meteorite impact, so we can pop hers. 20 seconds. Hey, okay. We're probably going to get... We're probably going to get this off at the shield, which is not awful. 4 seconds. We got the meteorite impact, but there's no one ready for that. So everyone's just about there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop all of these. And I'm even going to pop this. Then I'm going to remove this to pop him and put this down. We can even pop hers. And when he awakes, we need to be over 40, which is looking pretty good. And then we should be able to get another one here. We are. We got 12 seconds here. We can pop both of them right now. We're just hoping to get as much damage as possible. Cutting it close. This one might not quite be a proper. She died. And there we go, 50k. Even though my timings were off a bit, we were still able to do 50k with that. There it is, 54.51. Actually better than the auto run that I had. I'm not sure why that uploaded it, because that was not the best hit. But let's take a look here. 128, 119, 74, 66, 29, 5 million from Torador. Just adding a little fleck of damage from these two just to make it happen. Then, of course, the 3 that make all the rest of the world happen. So there you go. I might have to... I didn't want it uploaded. I don't know why I wanted to upload it. But... you know, I guess 51.71 is the run I kept, so it just wanted to upload it. I don't know. 54 was the one I saved. So, there it is. What's causing it now? That's the question. And should we be concerned that it's not going to last forever? I'll tell you right now, I'm concerned it's not going to last forever. What the pundits, what the smarter than eyes have told us is that NISALT's skills, are the cause, and it is this right here, the burning, 20% continuous magic damage per second. Burning effects or different sources can coexist somehow, and they thought maybe it was the toxic fire, which inflicts 30% extra damage on targets. I think some people thought that this toxic fire was the one causing it. Or rather, the toxic fire is causing it, but they thought the Toxic Fire, what it appears to me, I don't know, I'm trying to work this through. So at first they thought, oh, it's that Awaken 3, but apparently it's been tested and it's not. But the Awakening 1 puts the Toxic Fire in, which deals 40% magic damage per second, which can be considered as burning. Burning effects from different sources can coexist. What it seems to do is this is a little bit different than burning, which does the 20% continuous magic damage. This Toxic Fire appears to be amplifying 40% physical damage, or a boosted physical damage. It's almost like when you when you bleed someone, all physical damage does extra damage against the boss. Well, this appears Toxic Fire allows all physical damage to do even more damage, which, if you think about it in a lore perspective or in an immersion perspective, makes sense. If I'm on fire with a Toxic Fire that is melting and bubbling my gear, my armor, potentially my skin, and you hit me with a sword, that's going to hurt more than if I'm not burning and melting and etc., and you hit me with a sword. Much like if I'm bleeding and you hit me, you may cause the wound to break open even more, and that's the whole theory, the immersion behind it. So immersively, I can buy into this. Whether or not they'll allow it to stay, I don't know. On my team, it gave me about 5,000 extra blood, which got me over that 50k. 9,000 extra blood on my best run. From my best run prior, which wasn't necessarily the same team, I did about 47,000. Then I went up to 54,000. But from this very exact team, if I take out NISALT and I put in Hex, to now, it's about a 5,000-6,000 swing from what I did before to what I actually recorded on this run that we just watched. So that's kind of the variant you can see there. Whether or not they'll fix it, I'm hoping this is just a feature that they, with many of their tooltips, don't fix. Incidentally, side note, achievements, Dragon Slayer 4, and I didn't realize this, but they don't go Dragon Slayer 4 on the actual banner, which is interestingly strange. I'd like to brag about Dragon Slayer 4, but whatever, is what it is. Also, I just want to make note there, I now have 5 Legendary Lords. Fastidious. I have 5 of them now. And none of them have hit pity. 2 of them were from normals. 3 were from ancients. Leia was from normal. Torador was from normal, I believe. And the other 3 are from ancients. Or maybe Torador wasn't in one of those 2. But anyway, the 3 of them were from ancients. And the other 2 were from normal. That you can pull during normal shards. So just thought I'd throw that out there because I know Fastidious has had less luck. So there you go. That's the video. Use it while you can, and hopefully it's a feature and it doesn't change and we can all get our 50k. I certainly would like my 50k. I'm going to have to rerun it a couple times, I think, just to make sure it's... I don't like this 50,400. I liked it better when it was 54,000 that I did on a playtest run before I recorded. But nonetheless, hey, have fun with it. By the way, this weekend, still planning to bring out a Rourke video from the test server, as well as an updated Falcia damage video to see what she does. I apologize yesterday. I watched Fastidious's both of his videos, and I was watching the first video, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I thought too. Yeah, we're saying the same thing. Okay, that makes sense to me. We both misread it. The A1 was a nerf. However, I still think overall it makes her a much better hero. Because of the timings centered around this skill here, where the passive gives you, is it the ultimate that gives you the 5,000, 2,000 damage? I don't know, it doesn't even say it. Demon Slaying stance, is it in Demon Slaying? No, it actually doesn't say what happens. Is it the Awakening? It's Awakening 1. Yeah, it's the Awakening 1. Gains a shield with the strength of 2,000 attack speed. Now it's 800 attack speed, but you're gonna enter your Demon Slaying stance way more often. The reality is, I have King Hearts. I have Rourke, right? We're gonna use her with him. Those are both gonna give you shields so often that I think we're gonna be fine anyway. I don't think that A1 is really going to be needed on a properly built team around the Lord faction. But if you want her to be on an island and you're not putting a Lord bonus with her, which arguably you could be doing a lot, it's going to be good. So those are coming up on the weekend. I'm going to be putting both of those out. Look for those. But of course, finally, as always, I want to thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Share it with Fastidious's great family. I'm still waiting for my Thanksgiving dinner invite, but whatever. No big deal. Not a sponsor. Thank you. Share, like, subscribe, notify, and we'll see you in the next video.